Hello and welcome to Flory Models Friday catch-up show. Here we are with you on the 15th of August, halfway through the month. And it's been a bit of a scorcher out there. Really nice this week. To be honest, I've got all the blinds shut, trying to keep the heat out because it's like 28 degrees out there at the moment. Going to get warmer. Anyway, good week this week. For the first week in, feels like months, things have started to return back to normal. So basically a full week of work. So I've been pushing on very heavily with the bike, which is looking absolutely beautiful. Turning around in here, you can see we've got the bike coming together very, very nicely. We've got a couple more little bits to do. Fit the actual main fairing, things like that, right the way over it. But I have to say, it is absolutely fantastic. It's been one of those kits I've been working on now for the last couple of weeks. And to be honest with you, I've had a bit of stress in my life, as you might have realised over the last month or so. And this has actually been a really fun kit to do. It's not perfect, and there's a couple of things, and obviously if you've been watching the build, you know about them. But generally, though, I have to say it's been a lot of fun. It's really nice not to have to paint. And for me, it's a bit weird because, to be honest with you, my favourite stage of all modelling and things like that is coming to the painting stage. When you come to the painting stage, to me, it's when everything comes alive and you do it. So normally you're working with grey plastic or, you know, green plastic or whatever it is. And it's only until you've got a primer coat onto it and then you get some colour onto it, it suddenly pops to life. But this has been completely the other way around, because obviously a lot of the parts are pre-done for you, and some of the areas, especially for me, who's not a massive fan of gloss work, to be honest, I don't mind doing it, but I'm not a fan of it. But definitely complex decals and things and getting them on nice and smooth and, you know, things like that. If you're not a fan of any of those, you need to go out and get these kits because they are absolutely fantastic. The colours to them as well, now they're together, look fine. When you look at them on the sprue, you tend to think, well, it looks a bit gritty and it's not very metally and all the rest of it. But hopefully you can see it on here now. Especially, you know, you look from a foot away, the colours all look absolutely fantastic. The metalwork looks right, it looks metally. The black work's got that nice sort of, you know, semi-black finish to it and stuff like that. The rubbers look rubbery, the glossy bits are glossy, things like that. So yeah, absolutely been a blast. So perhaps, you know, you may be one of those modelers out there who doesn't get on with painting at all, but you like the construction of it. You've probably done a little bit of Bandai in your time and you like that type of thing. I can highly recommend this. Whilst it doesn't go together quite like Bandai, because at the end of the day, it's a model kit designed to be a model kit rather than a snap type kit. This is glue free, so you could technically go along and do it down the glue free run and everything else. But I would say I bit of glue here and there with it just to hold things better in there. The only real setbacks to this kit that I've been finding right the way through, some of the painted areas cause fit issues. So obviously some of these white issues and you know, with the silvers and obviously the metal effects and that, they're painted. The sprues are technically just black. I find that obviously the tolerances are very, very tight. So if you just do go in there and just do a little bit of, you know, take a bit of burring in there to take off some of the sleeves to make them fit easier. I'd admire with that. You'll see that in the videos on this one. But also we're just fitting smaller parts into some of the pre-colored parts, the holes, very, very tight. Now, if it didn't have the paint, I think that'd be fine. But because there's a little bit of paint there, it makes them incredibly tight. So say I've just been going in there with a little reamer, just opening up the holes a little bit, and that's made the fit a lot better. Main sticking points really was the tail lights for the brake lights at the back. They were a bit of a nightmare to fit because again, it's a clear part with a gloss onto it. It's quite thick, and again, it just didn't fit whatsoever. So when you're trying to push it in, all you're doing is breaking the part. So again, ream them out, just clean out those holes a little bit more, make a little bit more room for them. It fitted perfectly. Lesson learned. Luckily, I'm good enough that Magic Factory sent me 2 of these. I've got another one as well, and if I was to do the next one, I would know all of these things now, and it would probably go together a lot quicker and a lot easier. But again, the tolerances are that tight, it's why it doesn't need glue, so it is going together really very, very nicely on that one. So anyway, enough of the talk this week. So yes, it all started off on Tuesday, Tuesday's vlog, and I did a little bit of behind the scenes of what's going on. So there I am in the house, sorting everything out. Obviously we're talking about editing. I was doing the editing work all down in there for the next part, which would have been part 3 on the bike as well, or might be working on part 4 because I'm a little bit ahead on there. And then obviously we had a little bit of a run round of my current situation, obviously having a massive renovation on the ground floor of the house. So I'm upstairs, literally the bathroom, as you can see over here. Where are we? Oh, we're just having a look around everything. Oh, look, mystery boxes. There's a glimpse of all the other stuff that's going on. We were talking about down in there. Obviously in here, my wash. This is now my kitchen because I'm doing my washing up in the bath. I know so many of you have done this as well, and that's where we are. Obviously, the 3D printing, we were talking about that, how that all goes together in my sort of setup and how we do all those things. Putting the jigs together there as well. So lots of things going on with that one. And then obviously we were looking at the printers as well. And so they were doing their bit. I've got a pair of printers, as you can see, doing their various runs down in there and all the other thing. Then obviously we're talking about the bike, we're talking about the stand, how that fits and everything else. So anyway, that was Tuesday's vlog. That is up with you right now, members. If you want to go off and see that one, you can do. Then on Wednesday, we had the Wednesday vlog and we were back outside. So had a few camera issues with this one. We had a little bit of speckling in the background. I am aware of it and it seems to have cured itself now. I'm not 100% sure it's not something to do with temperature and things like that. But I know some people were pointing out we had some speckling and stuff like that. Hopefully that's calmed down now. We don't have any problems with that. But yes, we was going through on that one. We was talking about obviously what's going on and how things are going down in there. And I was just about to do the one for the Boston as well, which you'll see in a moment. And obviously we're having a little bit of a look through of what's going on in the forum and stuff like that as well. Last night was the live show. So yes, there you go. That's the view from how I sit. Obviously, probably members know this, but non-members probably don't, with all the building works going on. So yes, that was out in the background. So yes, me and the guys all on last night. Lovely to have John on and Matt, and obviously lovely Kareem was with us as well. And we were to the usual thing, all the questions. We had good topics and debates on last night as well, so that was good. Thank you to everybody who joined in with these ones. Obviously, we were having a look around at some of the group builds and SIGs that are going on as well. Some absolutely marvellous work down with all of those. So again, that was around about, I don't know, how long did we go? Almost 2 hours on that one, so we went slightly over. Oh, airbrush. Yeah, if you want to see an airbrush, where's my airbrush? Here we go. This is it. Nightmare airbrush. Yeah, look, this is what happens when you leave your airbrush for about a month and you didn't clean it out on the last blow. But as I do prove, still works an absolute treat. We just bang some thinners in it. There we go. Rehydrate it and keep stirring, trying to get the thick stuff off the sides because it's dried out and gone crispy. But it's amazing how much lacquer thinners brings everything back to life. So with a quick little clean out there and a brush round with some lacquer thinners and then sprayed. See, and that's why, everyone, I leave my paint in my airbrush, normally not for a month at a time, but because you just keep going. Forget this thing about stripping them, cleaning them out. Anyway, we were talking about sticky nozzles and problems with your nipples and how a bit of moisture helps with everything. So catch up with the show on that particular one and all the other stuff that was going on in the forums. And great questions as well. We did the Q&A as well. So thank you to everybody who joined us on the show on there. Reviews up this week. Sorry, and then up with you today as well. On Friday is part 3 of the bike. So as I said, just talking about it there, you can probably see these pictures. It is an absolute joy to work on, no problem at all. So it's just a couple of little niggles with it. But once you get your head around them, it's pretty straightforward. It's a really, really nice kit. As I say, it goes together very, very well. So again, had a lot of fun building this one. Again, down in here, working on the front wheel, getting all the brakes, brake calipers in, all the rest of it, and then we're getting all the hoses in place and the cables and the various things as well on with this one. So again, looking absolutely fantastic. The next part of this, part 4, will be up with members, which pretty much gets you to how you see it here today. This one will be up with you on Monday, and then obviously over the weekend, we're going to work on this tomorrow. I'll get it finished off because only a little few bits to go onto this one and the stand for it, and then we are done and it is finished off. So lots of fun. So the last final part of that will be up with you Friday. So part 4 on Monday, part 5 will be up with you on Friday. Other things as well, we've got the review for the Boston, which is like a Havoc, but the bomber version, down in there as well. Have to say, beautiful. I'm a big HK fan. You'll see this in the review because I say about it, but some really nice touches with this one right the way through. Some nice details, and again, it goes together just like all their other ones. So it's the British version, but there is a US one in the boxing as well. The only thing is, a couple of things, spotted a little bit of, I don't know, smearing on the red part of the decals. Not 100% sure what's going on there, but that's a little bit there. Photo etch, really, really nice. You do get the weights as well. So we got some side plates for those, and one goes behind the seat, so some nice nose weights down in there. Don't know about these. If you've done this, let me know in the comments down below, because that's very, very tight on here of how that's going to go. So again, it'd be one of those, I think I'd cut that off rather than just trying to you know, snip it off or something else like that, because it looks like a big old chunk of metal down on here for the suspension. Let us know how you get on with those, or did you not bother and you just carried on using the plastic parts? A little bit of flash on these metal bits as well. Generally though, the rest of the kit's really, really nice, no problem at all. There's a couple of little things like I'm not sure about, like this bit here. I'm not sure about this panel lining, which riveting, and then don't know. Anyway, one of those ones. The rest of it though is absolutely fantastic. Typical HK models, nice details all the way through, and I'm sure will build up to be an absolutely fantastic kit. Having done the B25, the B17, the Lancaster, this one would definitely be on my list to do as well. And I expect to see the A20 Havoc as well coming out at some point in the future, just because it's all designed for it. So again, some very, very nice touches with that kit down in there, as you can see. Over in the store, we've got various things going on. So members, you'll notice I've been speaking about it all week. The mystery boxes, which are for members only, I'm afraid, will appear in the listing below this in the forum. So you can see those. There's only 6, but as you might remember, it's the clear out of everything that we actually did when we moved out of the big studio down here into the unit. So if you want to get yourself some goodies that came from there, because that's what it is, all the goodies, you can get those now. It's loads of paint. It's all stuff you'll use. I can guarantee you'll use it all. All right. So there's no sort of fillers in there, so to speak. Anyway, we do have jigs are in stock at the moment. We've got the in-flight stands are in stock. We've got a restock of DSP. I was hopeful it might come in today actually, but it's not in as of yet. And we're recording this around about 1 o'clock. It hasn't arrived yet as well. And the final, we've got 3 left at the £20. This is the 20th anniversary one at £20 for the actual set. I've only got 3 left. All right. After this, they are going to be available, but the price will go up to £25. But for the first 100, we just did it at £20 each. So again, down in here, you get the limited edition 20 years for providing a professional finish Flory models holder. These do hold other things. They hold your standard sort of Tamiya sized pots. Extreme metals fit into them, and everybody else's. All right. So down in there, if you need a little holder, it does come with a steel tray. So nice steel tray down there. You get the collector's card with it. You also get 3 bottles of wash. So you get the dark dirt, the light grey, and the grime. So again, no fillers, proper stuff, and you get the big 140mm vinyl sticker as well. So you get all of that at the moment for £20. As soon as the first 100 have sold out, the price will just lift slightly to £25 for the set. All right, so if you want to grab any of those, you can grab any of them right now. Don't forget, if you are buying things over at Bravaco, obviously these are our Flory models distributors for us in Europe. They've got all our stuff as well, which you can buy down all in here. They had a restock yesterday as well, so everything is back in stock with them. So if you are in Europe, please don't buy from me, because it just gets held up in customs. And to be honest with you, I had 2 come back from customs refusals this week. For whatever reason, the paperwork's done, everything's fine, but for whatever reason, they were returned to me. So save yourself some time and money and hassle and order directly from Bravaco in the Netherlands, and they can ship anywhere around Europe with all the hassle, all right? Plus the fact, don't forget, you get all of their other stuff that they do as well. They do all the DSP stuff and things. Oh, and I've got one of those coming, so I'm going to do a review on that very, very soon as well, all right? Over with PM Models as well. Some great kits and offers on down in here as well. So we've got some very much on the Sherman front down in here. We've got the big old Tamiya beer barrel job, as I call it, down in here, and all the other kits you can see at great prices as well. And also I will be starting the Bronco next week. This is my next big build, and I'm doing the Bronco. So looking forward to that one. And obviously if you did inspired by the Boston, we've got it for you as well. Should be 120. We've got it up at 108. All right. So some good prices on all your kits down below. And there's a few mystery boxes as well still available. All right, so if you want to get any of the PM mystery boxes, they'll have armor kits in it, or kit, or whatever it is. I don't know, even myself. It's a mystery to me. But they are available down in here as well. All right, and that is about it for this week. Good week. One of the big things that ended this week, we celebrated the VE to VJ sort of 80th anniversary, because obviously that is today as well. So, you know, spare a few moments of your thoughts for that. Anyway, that has finished. So we had a group build running along between obviously those dates as well, and it ended today. I've been on it all morning doing the actual reveal video for it, and that is available for you to watch now. Anyway, that's it from me. Happy modeling. Take care. I'll see you soon. I'm going to leave you from the great work from the members for the VE to VJ SIG.